Hello and welcome.
Besides my struggle with finances when it comes to getting things like headsets or even earbuds, to do my gaming with, uh, and of course that because I do have a channel a YouTube channel, that's been a consideration that I've you know had to include in the my finances. Uh, the other problem that I've dealt with uh, is my hearing loss. And for anybody that has hearing loss, you know, uh, you know what it's like. People can be empathetic with you, whatever your health issues are. Whatever is wrong with your bod. People that don't have it can say, "Gee, that sucks. I'm sorry. It must be really, really bad." But if they don't have it, they don't really know how much it can affect everything you do in your life. So more than the finance situation that I find myself in, the lack of funds, has been the fact that I've thought, do I really want to bother trying to get a headset with a mic when I can't tell for sure what it sounds like to other people. Like, if I use the mic to do either in-game commentary or voiceover, I'll never know for sure if it sounds decent to the people that happen to watch the sad poor people that happen to watch my videos. And that's been a very hurtful thing for me, when you don't feel that you're it all that good at things, when you're very shy and insecure, but you want to do something like have a YouTube channel and you want to make it the best that you can, and you're struggling with something like hearing loss, then you have to to understand that it makes it harder, you know, uh, to to uh, to feel secure in doing it. So, when I finally convinced myself to spend the money on the Cooler Master 752, that was a big deal for me. And I would have been disappointed anyway that that I wasn't able to get any sound out of it. I just couldn't. Nothing I did worked. I couldn't find any help online, and going to the uh, Cooler Master website turned out to be a waste of time because all they did basically was send me to emails informing me that the tech support was coming any day, and it was pending. Then they disappeared. I heard nothing, and then one day I got an email from them asking me to tell them what I thought of their non-existent tech support. I'd like to feel that whoever sent the email assumed that I did get the tech support, but I was really kind of pissed off, and add to that the fact that I was in a rather bad mood that day. So when I answered their survey, I basically said, you can take the survey and shove it up your ass. Uh, there was a time in my life when I never would have done anything like that, but I have changed a bit over the years. And again, add to that the fact that I was in a rather pissy mood, and yeah, I just that's what I felt like saying. And in response to their asking me to let them know what I thought of their non-existent tech support. Anyway, when that didn't work out, the headset had to go back. I was even more convinced that I'm wasting my time, trying to find something to replace it. But the fact that the Turtle Beach Battle Buds have been a problem mic-wise as far as picking up the sound of my controller clicking, and I haven't been able to, lower the volume enough to keep it from doing that. It kept pushing me back to trying to, if I want to keep my channel going, pushing pushing me back to trying to get a new headset. So I have ended up with the Redragon Zeus headset and the Turtle Beach Recon 70 headset. and that's what I'm messing around with now, trying to see if I can get them to work for me. The only reason the Recon 70 might not be workable is the fact that the headset hurts my jaw, my head. I don't know whether I have a very bizarrely shaped head. I never thought that I did. I mean, I never thought about the shape of my head, to be perfectly honest, until I started trying to find a headset that I could wear. And over time, even though I haven't tried that many, the ones that I have attempted to use have just hurt like a fucker. They really have. The clamping for me on all of them has just been too bad for me to wear them for any length of time. Let alone doing any lengthy gaming sessions. So that's what's happened with the Recon 70. It's not as bad as some of them have been, but it's a combination of the fact that even though the ear cups have a soft, kind of a leatherette uh, padding, it's not all that thick. And so what's happening is that combined with the clamping for me is just proving to be a bit too much. The mic isn't too bad. I did some voiceover with it, but the even plugged into uh, the HyperX Amp that I'm now using, it's lower than it is on the Redragon Zeus. The mic volume is lower. So if I use it, I have to go into the settings on the console, the PS4, and increase the volume on the mic so that it does pick up better on the red not the Redragon, uh, the Turtle Beach Recon 70. Oh God, I'm tired. I probably should not be doing this right now. Anyway, the as it turns out, the Redragon Zeus is comfortable. It's as comfortable, I think, as any headset's ever going to be for me. It's not quite as good as the Cooler Master was, but the padding is really thick. It has the same type of very soft sort of uh, fake leather over whatever like it's not maybe it's memory foam. I'm not sure, but whatever the combination of the padding and the ear leather kind of leatherette covering is fairly decent. I'm able to wear them. It hurts a little bit, but I think I could deal with it for a fairly lengthy period of time. Uh, so and the mic isn't. Uh, Again, I can't tell. The mic might sound better for somebody else listening, to it, like, in a video recording. But for me, again, it's muffled. Everything I listen to is muffled. So that's going to be muffled too. Uh, I'm hoping that if I end up keeping it, which I think I'm going to do, that it'll turn out to be decent enough for whoever stumbles on my videos, whichever ones I decide to upload in the future, and it'll be passable, it'll be decent, it'll be something that is okay for other people who don't have hearing loss to listen to. Uh, anyway, I'm going to stop the video right now and find out if I'm using the Turtle Beach Battle Bud earbuds right now, and so I want to find out if doing all of this screwing around and babbling whatever sounds halfway decent, and if the mic is still picking up the clicking of my controller, given that it's not connected to directly to the controller, but through the HyperX amp. So yeah, God, I've said way more than I planned on. I'm going to shut up. Oh, I am wearing the Turtle Beach Recon 70 headset, and I have the volume on my PS4 Pro set to the same volume that it was on the Turtle Beach Battle Buds. And I was just curious to see what the volume is like, comparing the two. Yeah, this my jaw is hurting. I mean, I basically just put the headset on like a couple of minutes ago, and I'm already feeling, especially as I'm talking on my jawline, I'm feeling a lot of pressure, and it's really in a bad spot for me. Uh, I have no idea what it is about the shape of my head that finding a headset that is comfortable has proven to be such a problem. Maybe I do really have a bizarrely shaped head, and it just never occurred to me that I did. But whatever the case, yeah, it doesn't matter at this point because I'm wearing this headset, and I won't know until I save uh, a clip and play it back. I won't know how it's going to sound as far as my voice and how annoying I'm going to find my voice to be on it. Or how the how loud the volume will be compared to the Turtle Beach Battle Buds. Oh gosh, this hurts. This really hurts. Damn, I've never thought about things like the shape of my head before, and it's I'm sort of sad to find out that I have a head shape that doesn't do well with headsets. Uh, but that's how things go. Everybody has their shit to bear. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm being silly, but I'm going to shut up now. So, yeah, that's all. Right now, I am on the Redragon Zeus headset using the pop filter that you get with the headset. You can take it off, but when I opened the box, it was actually on the mic. So it's uh, it's nice that they actually include the pop filter, windscreen, whatever you want to call it, with the headset. Uh, One thing before actually getting back into the game, I checked the volume on the mic. I don't know why I did. I'm not quite sure what made me decide to do that. But I went to the settings in the PS4 Pro, and when I was testing the mic volume in the settings, I noticed that the sound, I mean, boy, the sound went way up when I was talking into the mic, a lot higher than it did with the both the Turtle Beach Battle Buds and the uh, Turtle Beach Recon 70. So I turned the volume down uh, to make sure that it wasn't. I was going to just do some recording with it at the same level, but because it went up so much higher, in fact, it was going up into the part of the gauge that says it's too high. So that's why I decided to turn it down. Anyway, I'm really curious to find out what the mic on it sounds like. I'm gonna quit this now and check out the sound on the this headset that I'm wearing. So Zeus, yeah, Redragon Zeus. So that's all.
Are you breathing what I'm breathing? Are your wishes the same as mine? Are Two steps back, feels like I'm crawling. Feels like I'm crawling. If I'm alone in this, I don't think I can face consequences of falling. Consequences of falling. Consequences of my hands tremble, my heart aches. Is it you calling? Is it you calling? If I'm alone in this, I don't think I can face the consequences of falling. Consequences of falling. Consequences of falling. Consequences of falling.
Only in your hands, all sincere. When we're alone and free, until the morning comes. All I felt you call us come. You're insatiable. Me always burn. I give to you. Oh, no one is you.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
Actress Deputy Reporter Christine Penny is at the scene with Clark. Apparently we don't have that story. Right now, astronomers at the University
Shooting investigation in southwest Albuquerque. You can see right here.
Mezi nimi nechybí Sabina Laurinová, Roman Zach nebo Sandra Nováková. Speciální pozornost byste měli věnovat také herečce Evě Josefíkové.
Since the snow started this morning at about 6:15 to 6:30, it has not let up at all. It's coming down pretty steadily here in Springfield. You can see that the visibility has been reduced. I've seen countless spin outs and Right now, three helicopters are fire. And as you can see behind me, this is Thompson River. Filling up their buckets right here.
You, me, and the moon, we burn and crash in the
Thousands have been built here over the...
fall to us and we might as well melt into Sunday.
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children's just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. My apologies.
For the region.
And my apologies. South Korea's policy choices on North Korea are severely limited.
That is live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just feet away from where a local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.